Donovan Mitchell versus Dillon Brooks. Got into a little tussle the other night in Cleveland, I believe. Memphis and Cleveland. Look, Dillon Brooks doing his usual thing. You've seen Dillon Brooks up in front of you get into it, right? With the Lakers and Sterling Sharp. You know, it's Shannon Sharp. I always confuse the two. Yeah, and so Dillon Brooks gets in it with Donovan. At one point, it looks like, Dillon Brooks kind of strikes Donovan in the groin, which earned him a 1-game suspension, but a brawl almost broke out. But the fight was even better afterwards in the locker room when Donovan Mitchell basically said to the media,
him and I have had our personal battles for years. Quite frankly, I've been busting his ass for years.
And that basically, this is all he can do is try to resort to these tactics to have to do this. And so, it got me thinking, Dave, first of all, this was a pretty good one as far as NBA tussles are concerned in this generation. But I mean, isn't Dillon Brooks kind of doing what he's always supposed to do, which is get under the other superstar's skin and then get him ejected like that? He's kind of doing his job.
1,000%. This is from the Deshaun Stevenson handbook from chapter 8 featuring Raja Bell. This is what you're supposed to do when you are a marginal team, marginal player. And I don't say that in a pejorative term. I'm just saying he is not one of the stars of Memphis, just as Raja wasn't one of the stars of the Suns and Deshaun Stevenson wasn't one of the stars of the Wizards. But you are a team with championship aspirations. You got to get in where you fit in. And if where you lack a little bit in talent and execution, but you can bring something extra in terms of an edge, in terms of a mental game to get inside the opponent's head, it's great. And quite frankly, he got Donovan hook, line, and sinker. Everything he wanted to happen happened. He gets Donovan out of the game, and then after the game, he's still in his head. To me, the best way to respond to it is Kobe talking about Raja Bell. Who is this kid? I don't know that guy. Or I got bigger fish to fry than this guy. You don't even allow him to enter into your headspace, and you look forward tunnel vision wise, you're not allowed to enter into this. You don't even exist to me. You are a gnat. You are a bug. Donovan kind of fell into the entire trap there. And guess what? Next time the Cavs play the Grizzlies, Donovan's got to be thinking about the game plan. He's going to be thinking about Dillon Brooks.
Listen, I love Donovan. I love that he talks. I love that he said that quote. It was juicy. It was great. As a journalist, you love getting it. But you're right. I mean, I'm not comparing him to Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan is not going to allow John Starks to get into his head. You know what I mean? Michael is not going to basically say something. Now, will he use it as motivation to torch them? Yes, absolutely. 100%. He would even use LaBradford Smith as motivation. Okay. But nothing is too low.
Look it up, kids.
Yeah, nothing is too low for Michael to use for motivation. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Dillon kind of got what he probably wanted, which was to get into Donovan's head. But, I do love the quote. It was great.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.